What is going on, guys? It is Steph Talks here, and today I'm going to be talking about the NBA season coming up. I have full season predictions coming up as to who I think will win MVP, what I think the standings will be in the NBA, and all the things that you need to know NBA related. I have them here on this channel. Now, there's going to be standings, awards, stat leaders, few surprises. Actually, one surprise. We might see the rise of potentially the next two biggest stars of our league. Now, let's get straight into my predictions for the Western Conference. As you can see now on your screen. Now, first things first. Golden State Warriors, 79-3. Why do I think the Golden State Warriors will be 79-3? They upgraded their bench massively. Literally upgraded their bench insanely, man. Houston Rockets over the Thunder. Why? Why over the Thunder? Houston Rockets are a better shooting team. Did you see them in the preseason? This is a team that has arguably two of the top 5 point guards in the NBA. Now on the Eastern Conference side, Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, Cleveland Cavaliers. The Bucks, young team, fresh. They're ready to take over. I have a whole lot of things to discuss about this team. In the future, as you see, those are the 8 teams. Chicago Bulls just going in. The Nets, they're not the worst team in the league. The Knicks, they're not the worst team in the league. Pacers and Hawks, those are your top 2 teams in the lottery next year. Okay? Rookie of the Year for this year, Lonzo Ball. 14 points, 13 assists a game, 7 rebounds a game. He's going to lead the Lakers to the playoffs. They have a very good young team. There's Jason Tatum, there's Dennis Smith Jr., who will average more than 15 points and will probably average more points than Lonzo Ball. Even his teammate, Kyle Kuzma, will. But the overall difference he makes combined with his assists, rebounds per game, steals, defense, everything, Lonzo Ball will win the Rookie of the Year award. Because he is Lonzo Ball. And that's best for business. Executive of the Year, Sam Presti. Name one GM in the history of our league who has acquired 2 superstars without giving up practically nothing. I mean, this brother, Melo and PG, what did they give up? Victor Oladipo? Really? Enes Kanter? This was one of the best off seasons for an executive probably in the history of the NBA. Coach of the Year, Jason Kidd. 54 wins. Number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, even over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Enough said. Develops Thon Maker, develops Giannis Antetokounmpo into what I will discuss later on in this video. He puts this team on the map, 54 wins, and they're very, very good and competitive in that East now. Defensive Player of the Year, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, to me, he's got next. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anthony Davis has next in the NBA. He's a guy whose points per game will drop. Because farther apart, he has to get along now with Boogie Cousins. But that still does not take away his meaning towards the team. He is defensively an asset and will now pass the ball more to Boogie in transition. Still a dominant player. I think the Pelicans will make the playoffs in big part due to Anthony Davis' success. 6th Man of the Year award goes to Eric Gordon. This Rockets team is loaded. Gordon, Anderson, Ariza, PJ Tucker, and Luka Mbunte on defense. They have the perfect set of defenders and scorers, shooters, to run a high-pace, fast-paced tempo offense and at the same time be very, very effective. This is a team in the Houston Rockets, which to me are very, very dangerous and could be the top threat to the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference due to, in big part, help off the bench Eric Gordon's 19 points per game this season. Whoa, now here comes the shocking part of the video. Zach LaVine, most improved player, 29 points per game, 5 assists per game. Zach LaVine, second in the MVP voting. My goodness, why Zach LaVine? Zach LaVine to me is next. He's the next big star in the league. Him along with the guy that I'm about to mention, they've got next. Zach LaVine is the new D Rose of the league. He's athletic. He's a superstar in the making. He couldn't fit in Minnesota. That's why they traded him. They already have 2 established stars. They moved him and Dunn over to Chicago. Best move for them. LaVine's a shooting guard. Dunn's a point guard. Both are, to me, future MVPs. People need to realize this Bulls team, they are loaded with talent, young talent. They might not be fully ready to compete for a championship, but this year I think they'll make an 8th seed, and I think they'll make noise due to a big part of Zach LaVine being the centerpiece of this franchise. Oh my God. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he'll win MVP. I think he'll have one of the best seasons in NBA history. Even better than Russell Westbrook. You look at the stats. 32.2 points per game. 10.6 rebounds per game. 11.2 assists per game. He is going to go ballistic. Him and Thon Maker will both average over 20 a game. This team is loaded with tall talent. Middleton, Antetokounmpo, Thon Maker. They've got guys who are towers who can run the floor and finish at a very, very high level. And I'm telling you right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo got next, man. He's the next best player in the world. He hasn't been playing basketball for much, even before the NBA. He is just starting to get grip, and I think this year will be his breakout year. He is a superstar in the making. He's looking to overtake LeBron and KD. He's the best player in the world this year. These are my assists per game predictions. Now, I think Lonzo Ball will average 13 assists per game. I think he's the best pure passer since Magic Johnson. Maybe Lonzo Ball might be the best pure floor general in the history of basketball. Chris Paul, to me, is an amazing floor general. I think Chris Paul, you're looking at the Antetokounmpo, Chris Paul and Harden, that passing is lethal. Now, here's a point per games leader. Antetokounmpo, 32. I don't have LeBron or Westbrook on this list just because I think Westbrook will average around 25. LeBron will average around 24 to 25 as well because his minutes will be down. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. What do you guys think, man? Like, you've got the West. I've got the Warriors, Rockets, Thunder as the top 3. I don't have the Thunder over the Rockets. I don't think the Thunder are better than the Rockets. They have to mesh. I think in the playoffs, maybe they're a better team, but I think regular season-wise, moving the ball and effectiveness on the floor, I think the Houston Rockets have everything it takes to beat the Golden State Warriors if it potentially comes to that point. Peace.